Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That good for 19 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here we go.
On first down, Wentz. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
don't they? They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committees.
As Sanders has it poked free. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Watch the curve. Check 80.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Anunua's got it, complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Being chased out left. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
After the penalty, it's Bell. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Mike's 56. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 54. 56 is Mike.
Darnold on 3rd down. Airing one out for Crowder. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
2nd and 10 at the 8-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Wentz going to throw. Forced out to his left. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Mike's 59. 65. 65. Check 31. Check 31.
Go. Wentz now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one caught by Crowder. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check three. Check.
They'll give this to Bell running right. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
Check out.
On second down and 4. Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and inches.
56. Check 56. It's on field.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And he's got a noon one. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Darnold now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, you.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Derek Barnett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down, went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A screen to Bell. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. 56 to Mike, boy, 56.
On 4th down, Darnold sliding out of the pocket. Found his target. It's Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
We're going to sign.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got one.
Lady. 53, Mike.
Darnold from the red zone now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Come get some. Come on, come on.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Hey, high 7.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Bell, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown. Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jets 14, Eagles 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Wentz will try again on second down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return stops just a few yards shy. Midfield, they'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold now to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing his Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Exit. Watch twist. The lady. Hey, Haywood.
Now it's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Pick your game up.
Sunday.
Block 59.
Here's Wentz to throw. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12 yards. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike, check. 59.
Let's get it. Hey, echo.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Wentz to throw again. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Mike, check. 59.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quinnen Williams in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here we go.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Keep it tight end. Hey. You got 3 down. 3 down.
It's a second down run with Sanders. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
Hey, let's get there. 57 to Mike. 57.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
57. Mike, 57.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
A 42-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Open man is Anderson. Anderson loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
First down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Eagles' 30-yard line.
42, Mike, 42. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go. Mike, 42.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's Darnold. Out right here to Herndon. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down.
Another run here with Sanders. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 59 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And they get to him quickly. He stopped right around the 13. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal... end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Wentz on the give to Sanders. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Go. 280.
Another run with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran